Hi, this is George O'Brien again. Hopefully this phone won't start buzzing like crazy. Um, there's not much light in here, but I'm not sure if all my recent videos are still posted. I think some of them might have gotten deleted. I think I've gotten over my obsession with the airplanes. I'm not gonna concentrate on the RC thing too much in general, but I am gonna try to save up and get a super clutch rebuild kit. I think that's what it's called, from the models for the Traxxas Slash. That's one of my RC cars, because it's making a squeaking sound, but it still goes pretty fast. People talk to me about it all the time when I'm out racing it around, and they're very interested in it. I think there's more interest in those cars than there is in the airplanes, and they're much more practical because the airplanes crash so much. They're really kind of nerve-wracking, and a lot of people like that, but it's because there's so many people in the world. I think the percentage is maybe not as high as all that, because a lot of people maybe don't like it. I don't know. I don't like it. It was kind of exciting for a while, but the overall effect was very nerve-wracking on my nerves. But the kits would have been even worse when it comes to that. I've done enough of that, like I've said a million times. And the hobby store owners do more business than anything else on their RC cars, from what I hear. And today I was talking to a guy down at the tracks. He got in a utility truck. There was two guys in a utility truck, and one of them got out and started talking to me about I was racing the car around the Traxxas Slash. He was asking me about it and everything. We were talking about the trains and the airplanes and everything, and different hobby stores. People are very interested in that sort of thing. He must have had kids or something, I don't know. But my father got me into the trains when I was about 3 or 4. And then when I was about, I guess, 7 or 8 or maybe 6, he got me into the control line airplanes. He was a pilot during the Second World War, and he was always the model airplanes before that. He always wanted to be a pilot. And I was pretty good at the control line airplanes when I was about 6 or 7, how old I was. And the trains, I had a good time with them, but my cousin came down one time. We kind of wrecked him, so he was a pain in the neck, but I shouldn't have let him control me like that. But we had the trains for years, and some of the original trains were still in the set when I gave it to my wife to give to one of her clients back in about a year ago. I had it set up in my mom's basement, and she moved to an assisted living home. So I had to give all that away. But I did the best I could with it. Made mountains and tunnels and things and scenery and figure eight track and bridge and different engines and cars, and had a trolley car and a little hand car with two guys that pumped the hand car, went around the track. And it's all gone now. I got it from a guy, some of that stuff from a guy. A lot of it I had from the 1950s, but it was HO scale. Some of it I got from a guy who worked with Honeywell, who I later had an argument with, unfortunately. But that was one of the psychotic reactions I was talking about that I had when people were interrupting me when I was trying to finish a project. That's why I can't get to it's one of the reasons I can't get into a project around the apartment, because it would cause tension between my wife and me, which would be detrimental to the marriage, which is very important to me. I've been getting on my wife's nerves lately, with this airplane thing, so I gotta can it. But I've been so tense lately thinking about building a kit. I'm definitely not gonna do it. I realize now it's it's not at all practical. And you know, like I said, hopefully my wife will outlive me and stay with me for the rest of my life. But even if she was to leave me or something, I don't think I could build a kit. My nerves and my Parkinson's, it's just not, you know, they're really, even with anyone else here, this isn't a good place to work. And I did try building a fixture here when I was working for Honeywell, and it was very difficult. I was smoking cigarettes back then, so, I used to take out my nerves just on the cigarettes, and that nearly killed me. Um, I weighed about 300 pounds, smoked 5 packs a day. That's the kind of thing that these kind of pursuits, these technical pursuits have on me. I'm not against technology, but some people are called to do it for a living and some people aren't. I'm just not. I did it for over 30 years, and I was always, I kind of pushed in that direction. I was into the glow fuel engines when I had the control line planes. Me and my neighbor Terry Adams, my old friend Terry Adams, used to try to fire them up with gasoline because we didn't have any glow fuel. And I tried to add a glow fuel engine to the Astro Blaster, but I was in the process of shopping for it when it crashed to bits, so I didn't finish it. I flew as a glider and it crashed to bits. And then years later, I was building a scratch-built airplane, and I was going to add a glow fuel engine to that so it would have more power because it didn't have enough power. And I actually bought the glow fuel engine and it arrived in the mail, but I had to send it back because my wife didn't want me to spend the money on it. So that might have worked, but I don't know where I would have flown it because most towns don't want you to fly glow fuel engines in a park. And I didn't want to join a club because I'm not a joiner. I'm kind of a social phobic. But I did the best I could to get into glow fuel engines. And I did the monocoque model, the Astro Blaster. I'm not going to get into tissue paper. That would have been nice, but at this point in my life, it's not worth obsessing about because there's too many cons against it. It would be very detrimental to my life and my mental and physical health. So that's not going to happen. But the Traxxas Slash is very enjoyable, and I was having a good time with that down at the train station today. People are very interested, almost always stop and talk to me about it. And I do the rebuild on the, it's called a rebuild on the slipper clutch. Because it goes really fast, but it makes a funny noise. And I have the other one, the Cyclone XB10 by Red Cat Racing. That one works pretty good too. The helicopter doesn't work anymore, but it's of the two cars, so that's what I'm going to focus on, and trying to find new hobbies and read books and play the guitar, so on and so forth. Have a good day. Thank you very much. Bye.